In the 5-hole, number 18 from Freedom Christian.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sanford's Memorial Stadium for the Cure High School All-Star Game between Orange County and Seminole County. Going through the lineups right now. We'll be right back to bring you live action right after this.
From the Wolves of Timber Creek catching number...
One shot, now the future is yours. Go. Yeah, I was building on election.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the court. It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic Youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicyouth.com.
Welcome back to Sanford Memorial Stadium. They're still going through the lineups here. I'll go ahead and give you the lineups for the starting lines for each club. Again, we're with the Cure All-Stars High School All-Star Baseball Game between Orange County Warriors and Seminole County Soldiers. So today, this will be a 10 or 12 inning game depending on pitching and how everything goes that way, and then there'll be free substitutions so all the kids get to play much. But for starting for Orange County will be number 3 Nico Benez in center field. He's from Olympia High School. Number 9 Max McCluskey is second baseman from West Orange High School. Playing third base, hitting third, number 21 Ben Barrett from the First Academy. His teammate shortstop Greg Patel will be playing. Will be wearing number 14 and hitting the 4-hole. Christian Duarte, number 18, will be playing first base from Freedom High School. Number 13 Josh Haggerty will be DHing. And he is from Bishop Moore High School. Brian Figueroa will play left field from Lake Nona, wearing number 1. Tyler Williams from Winter Park will play center field, and he'll wear number 10. Fabian Amaro will be catching from Timber Creek. Noah Monitz will be the other, we're going to call them extra hitters. There's 2 in each lineup to get some more at-bats for these kids. And he's from East River. He's hitting
Davidson, center fielder, number 1, batting
10th,
from Bradley.
And starting for Orange County on the mound will be Nolan Maroff from West Orange. He wears number 16. There will be some dual numbers, but the fielders will be different from the pitchers. We'll go ahead and start the starting lineup for Seminole County as well. Leading off for them, number 10.
As we salute the men and women of the
We'll take a break and we'll do the
with a moment.
national anthem.
Silence. And now please remain standing as we honor.
Hi, Ronnie. Welcome back to the Cure Baseball, the Cure Cancer All-Star Game. Just got done with the anthem. Let me go over the Seminole County Soldier starters real quick. Leading off, Isaiah Barquette from Oviedo High School will play shortstop. Landon Moran from Lake Brantley will play first base. In right field will be Evan Griffiths from Lake Brantley. Behind the plate, catching number 23, Luke Hyman, also from Lake Brantley. Danny Baez will be playing second base from Oviedo. Xavier Lopez from Oviedo will play left field. Reese Campanelli will be an extra hitter from Lyman. Nick Davidson from Winter Springs will be the other extra hitter. Connor Doyle from Lake Brantley will play center field, and Brady Roan from Seminole will play third base, and Carter Craig from Winter Springs will be your starting pitcher for the Seminole County Soldiers. Got a couple of first pitches going on here.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Mark Lyon from the Cure All-Stars, who kind of puts all this stuff together with actually different sports now. We got baseball and football, and I know we've done soccer, I believe. So he's a hard worker, raises a lot of money for the Cure All-Stars in this area, and does a lot for the kids as well. Gives them a little bit exposure. So we're getting ready to crank up here. So defensively, we got, again, for Seminole County on defense, it'll be Barquette at short, Moran at first, Griffiths at right field, Heyman behind the plate, Baez at second, Xavier Lopez will be playing left field, Connor Doyle will be playing center field, Brady Rain will be playing third base, and again on the mound, Carter Craig from Winter Springs. And Carter is going to Lincoln Memorial, has committed to Lincoln Memorial. So this will be his final high school outing before he starts his college career. Overcast day, a lot nicer than it was last night. Field's in really good condition compared to what rain we had, for sure. But we're going to try to get all these innings in, hopefully beat the rain before the middle of the afternoon. Like I said, we're going to play probably 10 to 11 innings depending on how the pitching works out. I'll do my best to keep you up on the free substitutions and the pitching changes as they come in. So leading off for Orange, the first three hitters in the first inning will be Nico Banez from Olympia, Max McCluskey from West Orange, and Ben Barrett from the First Academy will hit third. So it looks like Heyman's getting ready to throw this thing down, and we're going to be on the way here in just a second. Again, this is the Cure All-Star Game, Cure for Cancer. It's pitting Orange County versus Seminole County. This game has been going on in some kind of way for many years, on and off. But glad we got it cranked back up again and representing the Cure, also the Cure Foundation as well. So here we go with the first pitch, getting ready to go. So Nico Banez will be playing center field. He'll be leading off number 3. Carter says a little prayer behind the mound. He's going to get ready to go here.
Like the rain's holding off, thankfully. I don't know what that word is. What's rain? What's that? Yeah, those songs. Oh, they're out here.
And we're underway. First pitch is ball outside.
I'll do it. Yeah, this would do it before I start out.
Banez takes that one down low. 2-0 now.
There's 2 names, so we can read them there.
Orange County is coached by Tim Beeman. Number of coaches with Tim Beeman, Sid Cash from Winter Park, Kyle Flanagan from West Orange, the Grover from First Academy, Will King from Dr. Phillips. Just about everybody's in town. Fastball there on 3-0, makes it 3-1.
Just end the inning if it gets out of control instead of bringing the next guy in because they have it lined up by the inning. So just a heads up.
Swing and a miss by Banez. Runs the count full. Eric Lassiter's here from Windermere, Mike McDaniel from Olympia, Tony Millick from Bishop Moore, and Michael Scudero is from Wekiva. So Banez draws a walk on a pitch on way. So leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Max McCluskey from West Orange.
Number 9, Max McCluskey.
Max is committed to Embry-Riddle over in Daytona, fine Division II program. Takes that fastball high. Actually, I believe Embry-Riddle's now back in NAIA, if I'm not mistaken. A line drive over to second base for a base hit for McCluskey. Banez moves to first. He's trying to move up to second. First and second, no outs. That's going to bring up Ben Barrett from the First Academy.
From the First Academy, headed for Florida State.
Ben's a Florida State commit.
Ben Barrett.
He had a great year for the First Academy. They quite the year.
He said that first pitcher gets in trouble.
So let's see how Carter Craig looking for a ground ball here. See if he can get out of this mess a little bit here in the top of the first. Getting a sign from Heyman. He's ready to go out of the stretch. Barrett hits the ball hard to right field and off the top of the wall leaves the yard. For a 3-run home run. Right off the top of the wall. Incredible. And that's going to make it 3-0 for the visiting Orange County team. Got a little bit of a crosswind here, so Not sure the wind was helping that at all. Might have been hurting it, actually. Knocked it down a little bit. Hit the ball well to right center field.
They're listed as undecided, like 5 and 6.
So anyway, we bring up his teammate Craig Pate from the shortstop from the First Academy.
Sandberg and Carrior.
Yeah.
They're both going to Palm Beach Atlantic.
Takes a breaking ball for strike one.
I know, I didn't see it, but I heard it.
It touched the top of the wall. Or PBA, as we call it.
Yeah.
Greg is going to play his college baseball at UCF. Swing and a miss there on another breaking ball. So he'll just be going across town to the east side of town. Play for Greg the Red Lady over there. Fouls that ball off to the right.
For years they had one.
0-2 now. Looking at the roster, it looks like just about everybody is on the roster for Orange County has committed. Just a couple of them are undecided. Another foul ball there by Pate. Stay alive. The Seminole County club, about the same, just a handful of undecided at the moment. We'll get into those when they get on the offense. Takes that ball up and away. Runs the count to 1-2 now. To the First Academy shortstop. Grover and the boys had a pretty good year. There's a hanging breaking ball slapped into left field for a single by Pate. That's going to bring up first baseman from Freedom High School, Christian Duarte, ran number 18 today. He is committed to Palm Beach State. Fine JUCO program down there, down in West Palm. Junior college getting a lot more action these days with all the transfer rules and COVID years added to the rosters. Duarte fouls that one off straight back. Strike one. I myself am a product of junior college, coached and played here in Florida, and I'll tell you it's a incredible standard of baseball in Florida junior colleges. Breaking ball in for strike two. I just saw that State College of Central Florida and Ocala won the region and is heading to Grand Junction for the World Series. Hits that ball hard, foul to right field. Count remains 0-2. Just trying to scan and see how many JUCO guys we got. Looks like a handful from each side, each county. So 0-2 to Duarte. Fouls it straight back up off the screen. So Adam Bates, who will be joining us, I believe, in a few innings to do a little color with me, is right now the home plate umpire. He's supposed to be coming to join me here in a couple of innings, take a little load off, but we'll see how that works. So 0-2, Carter Craig comes set, and Georgia takes that fastball on the outside for strike three for the first out of the inning.
Haggerty.
That's going to bring up number 13, Josh Haggerty, one of the extra hitters from my alma mater, Bishop Moore High School. Coached by Tony Mielik. They got beat in the regional finals just this week. He takes that fastball for strike one. I think they got beat by, I believe, Jupiter Beach, if I'm not mistaken.
I've never been a fan of the bullpen that's susceptible to
But had a good run to the regional finals. Nice block by Heyman there on the breaking ball in the dirt. Keep it in front. Keep Petty at first. Again, we're at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Beautiful ballpark. In the old part of Sanford. Historic. Likes of Babe Ruth have played here. Goes way, way back. The city's done a great job of Pate on the run there. And Heyman throws him out on a one-hopper. The second. Nice job by him. That's the second out.
Catcher Luke Hyman with the rifle.
Heyman, one of the better players in the country, if not obviously not the county, but he's been a mainstay back there for Lake Brantley for, I know, 3 years, if not 4. Haggerty hits a fly ball deep to center and creeps out over the 385 mark.
That's a ball, Josh.
Got a dead center home run for Josh Haggerty. Makes it 4-0. That ball got up in the wind a little bit. I guess that wind's helping just a hair out there. But he hit it pretty well, 385. Snuck over the fence.
From the Lions.
That makes it 4-0 for the Williams County Club. Here in the top of the first with 2 outs. It's going to bring up Brian Figueroa from Lake Nona playing left field tonight, or this afternoon. Carter runs a fastball in there for strike one. Figueroa dumps a line drive in the left field for base hit. So,
High School right fielder number 10, Tyler Williams.
Again, bring up Winter Park High School center fielder Tyler Williams. Tyler is a Florida commit. Not sure if he's playing there or just going to school there. May try to walk on there. Fouls the first pitch off for strike one. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Takes a fastball right down the middle for strike two.
Same spot right up there against the fence.
Carter's been throwing the ball pretty dang well, actually, around the plate. Said 2 balls hit pretty hard. Left the yard. That ball up and over Williams' head for ball one. And Figueroa at first base with 2 outs here. 1-2 count. Top of the first inning. Carter comes set. Slider for strike 3. That'll finish the top of the first inning. So a couple of long balls and 4 runs in the top of the first for Orange County. They score 4 runs, and Seminole County will be coming up. We'll be right back here on the Varsity Sports Network from Sanford.
We're off often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
We're back here at the Cure All-Star High School baseball game between Orange County and Seminole County. Orange County scored 4 in the top of the first on a couple of home runs.
Where was the thing with the umpires? Somewhere
That's later.
And I'll get the defense here in 1 second. Do a little admin work on the scoreboard here. Trying to run it all at one time here, so we're doing what we can. So for Seminole County, coming up will be Isaiah Barquette, Landon Moran, and Evan Griffiths will be the first 3 hitters. For Orange County on defense, you have McCluskey at second, Barrett at third, Patel at short, Christian Duarte playing first, Figueroa on the left,
from Timber Creek Stadium.
Tyler Williams in center, I believe. I take that back. Banez is in center, and Tyler Williams is in right field. Behind the plate is Fabian Amaro, and again, Nolan Maroth from West Orange is on the mound, son of former Tiger pitcher Mike Maroth, and former Boone Brave, by the way. So here we go with Isaiah Barquette from Oviedo leading off. He's the North Carolina North Carolina State, excuse me. I know someone will be mad at me for that. North Carolina State will play for Elliott Avant there. For the Wolf Pack. Isaiah, as good as or better than best hitter in the county and someone in Central Florida. I've watched him for years. The kid can just flat out hit. His father was a hitting instructor for in the White Sox organization. Not sure what level he's at right at the moment, but he was with the Red Sox big league club a couple of years ago. So the kid can hit. Not bad defensively as well. Plays the game hard. Love how he plays the game. Enjoyed watching him play for the last few years. So 2-2 here after the foul ball. That ball's hit hard to center. Carrying. And Banez makes a great play going back to haul that one in for the first out. Nice play there by Nico. So 1 out. That'll bring up Landon Moran, first baseman from Lake Brantley. Left-handed hitter.
So we have 2 people for the contribution. Steve Castillo.
Heading to Stetson. Right up the road into land.
This is for when we have that moment. Right. When everybody's standing up.
Ball away for even count at 1-1.
At the end.
Williams, a 3-year starter for Lake Brantley. One of the better hitters, again, in Seminole County. Tough out. Pretty good around the bag at first as well. Plays for Eric Intrican at Lake Brantley. They got beat in the regional semifinals by Haggerty, who is down in Fort Myers at the moment playing in the Final Four.
Before this. So
Not sure what their outcome was yesterday. I didn't see it.
We'll say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
CNI hit the ball hard, ground ball between first and second for a base hit for Landon. So one out with runner on first, bring right fielder Evan Griffiths up from Lake Brantley.
Right fielder from Lake Brantley.
4 Lake Brantley kids in this lineup, and probably deservedly so. Great program, good kids. So we're off in the stretch for the first time. Slider down in the dirt for ball 1. Fabian Amaro with a nice stop there behind the plate. Keeps Moran at first. Fastball popped up in the triangle there, and looks like Figueroa from left field will make the play for the second out. Coming in hard. So Roth gets the second out on a pop-up, and it's going to bring up Luke Heyman, catcher from Lake Brantley, Florida commit, playing for Sully with the Gators next year. Roth to the set. We'll slide her away. Figueroa makes a quick throw down to first, not in time. I'm sorry, Amaro, I mean. So 1-0 to Heyman. Heyman threw out Patea there in the first to at least save one run before the home run. A Haggerty hit. 2-0 now to the big right-hander from Lake Brantley.
What do you think of the proposed rule to make the bases bigger?
I'm all for it. Yeah, I didn't do it. I'm tired of seeing,
Strike on the outside corner there. Makes the count 2-1. Still a hitter's count here.
Hurt to make the base bigger at all. I don't think so. I'm all for that. Yeah, the other rules.
The slider misses up.
I tell you, I
Cement mixer.
like the runner on second.
So Heyman in the driver's seat here, see what he does with 2 outs. Looks like some of these players are using wood to hit with. Some aren't. So Heyman takes that one up high for ball 4. So 2-out walk to Luke Heyman. Runners on first and second.
From the Oviedo line.
It's going to bring up Oviedo second baseman Danny Baez.
Number 3, second baseman Danny Baez.
Number 22 is coming in to change my first base.
Baez, another solid
Number 20.
player from Oviedo. Signed at Indian River State College. Another JUCO attempt. Great play by Amaro on the backhand. Let's save that one. Slider in the dirt there. Looks like Connor Fosno will run for Heyman at first. Courtesy runner. Baez fouled that one back.
That would be Connor Fosno. Connor Fosno in running at first base. So they're just pretty much.
So 1-1 to Baez here. See if Maroth can get out of this without any harm. Pop up to the left side, left field. Figueroa brings it in for the third out. So Sumner County leaves 2. off key from scoreless. So after one here in Sanford, it's the Orange County Warriors 4, and the Seminole County Soldiers 0. We'll be right back here on the Varsity Sports Network for the second inning.
You can get there much faster.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the court. It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicyouth.com.
All right, back here in Sanford for the
Now pitching for Seminole County.
Cure All-Star High School game between Orange County and Seminole County. New pitcher for
Presbyterian of Clinton, South Carolina.
Seminole County will be Mason McDaniel, the left-hander out of Seminole High School. We'll get more into him in just a second. Again, Orange County had 2 home runs in the top of the first, scored 4 runs. Seminole County left 2 guys on, and Nolan Maroff held them scoreless. So leading off for Orange County will be Fabian Amaro, the catcher from Timber Creek. Noah Monitz, an extra hitter from East River, and then back to the top of the lineup should be Nico Banez.
From the Howie Wolves of Timber Creek, under their athletic director, Chippo Priest.
So McDaniel from Seminole, again from Seminole High School, has signed at Presbyterian College. Continues playing and education up there. Lamar aggressively swinging, missing the first pitch there. 0-1. Misses that slider in the dirt as well. Quickly to 0-2 for McDaniel. Again, here top of the second inning, Orange County up. Fastball away there. Morrow looks like he chased a changeup there for strike 3. So Morrow goes down swinging for the first out. It's going to bring up Noah Monitz from East River. Yeah, Moritz are hit from the left side. So we'll have the lefty on lefty matchup here, and then will be Banez is in the on-deck circle. Again, they got free substitution, so I'll try to keep a track as best I can. Moritz swings through that one, 1-1. Fouled that one back into the glove of Heyman. Runs the count to 1-2 now in favor of McDaniel. Mason's coming in here and pumping strikes right after him. Pulls that ball to first base, gets out, hits off his glove, recovers well. That was Moran. Initially, ball hit off his glove and recovered greatly, and McDaniel did a fine job of covering to get to retire Moritz for the second out. Nice play by both of them.
Number 3, Nico Banez.
And with 2 outs, that's going to bring up Nico Banez, who made a great play in the first inning defensively, going away on a ball that Marquette hit to center. So 1-0. Foul that one back. I don't know if it was any kind of strategy or pure luck, but McDaniel coming in and get to face a couple left-handers in the box. That's always an advantage.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll notice the jersey swap.
So 1-1 to Banez. Hit into center field. Over the head of Doyle. And hit in for a stand-up double. A 2-out double there for the action. Ball seems to be traveling pretty well here today. It must be blowing out more than I think it is.
Number 9, second baseman, Max.
So Banez with the stand-up double with 2 outs there. And that's going to bring up McCluskey again from West Orange.
Professional stand down, we don't know, good old everything.
It's gone great. We slowed down a lot, so.
Yeah, beer, we sell beer. No beer?
So McDaniel in the stretch here.
High school game, no beer, no.
And McCluskey hits a soft liner back to McDaniel for the 3rd out. Great play by him. Fielding position. So Orange County leaves the guy on. Leaves a runner on, and McDaniel gets a pretty quick work with a shutout inning. So after 1.5, we'll be right back to Sanford here on the Varsity Sports Network for the Cure All-Star game. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in Sanford for the Cure All-Star game.
First song, number 1.
Here in the bottom of the 2nd, Seminole County coming up to the plate. It's going to be Xavier Lopez, Luis Campanelli, and Nick Davison, the first 3 hitters, to face Nolan Maroth, who will stay in for a 2nd inning. Lopez, the left fielder, a left-handed hitter from Oviedo High School. He's committed to Daytona State. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. So Maroth back out there for a 2nd inning. Like I said, the pitching will be, like I said, a free-for-all kind of, just how they perform, how much they want to throw. So they'll be different for everybody. Lopez swings through that fastball for strike 1. Runs count of 2-1 now. That ball gets away a little bit. 3-1 here. So again, Xavier Lopez played for Andy Lyon at Oviedo. Pulls that ball foul toward down first base for on the count full.
Just a reminder, we're going to do the hold and everything's after this inning.
Fouls that one off the left side, stay alive. So Vito's got 3 guys in the starting lineup, all well deserved. Takes that down low for ball 4. So leadoff walk to Lopez.
We're number 17 from the Greyhounds of Lyman.
That's going to make an extra hitter from Lyman High School, Reese Campanella.
The extra hitter, Reese Campanella.
Campanella committed to Rochester Community College. I'm going to assume that's in Rochester, New York. Big tall kid. Got to be 6'2", 6'3", looks like from here. He's a utility player and a right-handed hitter, or right-handed pitcher as well, so looks like he does a little bit of everything. Takes that pitch upstairs, runs count 2-0. We're off a little bit at the top of the inning here. Not as quite as effective as the first inning was. See if he can gather it up here for a ground ball and get out of this a little bit. Fastball in there for a strike. So 2-1 to Campanella. Again, out of Lyman High School. Steroid program over there. A couple state championships in their past. Fouls that one back, evening up to 2 at 2-2. Nick Davis from Winter Springs will follow here. He's another extra hitter. So I have an extra hitter. I mean, so in the All-Star game, they're instead of having 1 DH, they're actually having 2 DHs. We're calling them EHs. Gets extra guys, in the lineup. And Marath sneaks a slider in there, and Campanella goes down looking for the first out.
From Bears and Winter Springs headed up to Gainesville to Santa Fe College. EH number 9, Nick Davidson.
So they bring up Nick Davidson from Winter Springs High School. He is a Santa Fe State College commit in Gainesville. Also a left-handed pitcher. So we may see him later today on the mound. Quick throw down by Heyman, or by Amaro. A little late there.
So he was just saying something there's going to be a little bit of time in between this next inning.
So 0-2 count here to
if it gets to be a long pause,
Davidson.
we might have to say it's like 1 second or
Roth gets him swinging on the fastball up. Well, he goes down swinging for the second out.
the players go get their signs. So you might need to say something.
So after leadoff walk,
But we'll say about it.
Roth has struck out the next 2 hitters. That's going to bring up Connor Doyle, the center fielder from Lake Brantley. Roth checks Lopez over at first. So 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the second inning. Doyle swings through that one to run the count to 0-2. So like I said, Maroth finds his groove quickly after the first leadoff walk. Doyle fouls that one off to stay alive. I'm assuming this will be Maroth's last inning. Usually guys go up to 2 innings in an all-star game. That ball gets away from him a little bit. 1 and 2 now.
He's 2 in his right hand. I had 0 and 2 this whole time. He kept throwing it up.
You got 0 and 2 before that hit?
Well, yeah. 2 time loss.
I haven't been there.
Another slider stays up high there to run it count even to 2 and 2. Connor Doyle, the center fielder.
I don't know about you, but I couldn't see his left hand there.
Another slider in the dirt, run full count. So Lopez will be on the move here on the pitch. We're off in the stretch, and here we go. Foul that one back to stay alive, and Amaro couldn't hold on.
Is that 1 out?
I believe it's 1 out. 2 outs? Thank you.
Hang on.
That's what it is.
So full count. Lopez will be off again. And Doyle takes that one up high for ball 4. So first and second now, 2 outs.
I got a different number here.
That's going to bring up Brady Rain, third baseman from Seminole High School.
Wrong guy last night?
That's the first time around the order.
He's also going to Daytona State.
Baseman number 13 from Seminole, Brady Ryan. And last night was Connor Doyle.
Number 1.
Did I get them mixed up?
This is his
Or they
first time.
changed their numbers?
This is his first time out.
So swings to a fastball, 0-1 now. So we got first and second. We got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Nolan Maroth on the mound from West Orange, facing Brady Rain from Seminole. Slider misses away.
Yeah.
Amaro will head out to get the signal straight with a runner on second real quick. These guys don't play with each other very often, so, or if ever, I guess. So make sure you get everything straightened out here. So we're all set here, 1-1. We're off back in the stretch. That fastball misses up, runs the count to 2-1 on Rain from Seminole High School. I apologize if I mispronounce anybody's names. It was a last minute run to get these lineups and everything in. So that goes to 3-1.
I'm surprised the father, the pitching coach, he's throwing all along. That left foot's not coming forward.
Isaiah Barquette's on deck from Oviedo, so he will hit if Ryan reaches. That ball's fouled back. That'll run the count to 4, and we'll get the merry-go-round going again with the base runners. So a base hit will definitely score 1, possibly 2, being they're running. That ball misses up, so yet another walk for Maroth. That's going to load him up for the dangerous Isaiah Barquette.
Here's the leadoff hitter.
And leading off the shortstop from Oviedo. We hit a ball well to center field last time. Banez in center field made a great play on him going over his shoulder. So he takes that slider for a strike 1. So Maroth in a little bit of a jam here. Looks like we'll get a little activity going on in the bullpen down there just in case. Another slider in there for strike 2.
What's that? 3-4 inches outside.
So the 0-2 to Barquette. The base is loaded. He's a tough strikeout, I know that. He fouls that one. Oh, he did miss the swing through that one. Ball on the inside for strike 3. So Barquette goes down swinging. So we will be having,
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
the players will be going and getting
I ask you to stand.
cards for the Cure Cancer. They'll put their name on the back of their scorecard here, so we'll have a little bit of that when we get back here on the Varsity Sports Network. I'll be right back.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
So we're back here in Sanford. Great moment here for all the players. Have signs with names on them that they know have fought through cancer or survived cancer. Everybody standing up for a moment of silence. It's a great moment here. Spread across the field. I'm sure everyone alive has obviously been affected by cancer in some way in their family or friends or maybe even on their own. Kind of what sports is all about, bringing people together. All right, we'll step away here for 1 second, and we'll be right back here in Sanford, Varsity Sports Network. So we're back here in Sanford. It's Stefano Favi speaking to the fans. Pretty neat moment there for everybody.
When Adam Bates, the all-day umpire, came to me with this idea and connected me with Mark and Ryan Fuller and the Sports Foundation, there was never a doubt that we wanted to make today happen. And there's so many people that make today happen. But I especially want to thank the head coaches of both teams. They helped us select these teams and they supported this from day one. So, a round of applause for our head coaches. This is a really important cause to call your attention to, and there's somebody here today with Seminole County Dugout, head coach Kenny Brown, who knows this issue very well, too well. It was several years ago. I wasn't sure I'd be able to introduce him again because Kenny battled cancer and beat it. So I thought it'd be great for Kenny to speak about his case and what he went through and what he's taught him.
So Coach Kenny Wood from Seminole High School.
What a great honor it is to be here. It was funny because the last time I was in that locker room addressing the team was 2008. I was really sick. I was the head coach of Stanford River Rats. I was unable to perform those duties and adjust my team and probably had to come up in the hospital about this. So it's very special to be back here. And yeah, long before I was famous for giving motivational bus speeches after state championships, I was a cancer survivor. And in my case, cancer doesn't discriminate. In my case, I was a 34 years addicted to tobacco, and woke up one day with a lymph node that was really swollen, and I'll be damned if the Surgeon General wasn't right. Right on the side, it said this product may cause cancer. And it did. I had stage 4 throat cancer, and my doctor said, we're probably going to kill you trying to save you. And I just laughed at it because I've always been a fighter. Being a coach, I knew that in order for this to happen, for me to get better, I was going to have a really good team. I had a really good team. Dr. Zimmerman, my oncologist, Dr. Gunn was my radiation oncologist, Dr. No was my throat doctor. And all three of those guys fought for me. I've never seen professionals fight for me. And as I went through my struggle, I got to sit in with lots of other people when I would do my chemotherapy. Most of them were older ladies going through breast cancer treatment. My chemo was 6.5 hours long. Their chemo was not so long, so I got to see a lot of them. And it became a great camaraderie. And sadly, I know that some of them are here anymore because of this. And today I find one who is 32 years old, and she has breast cancer. And I know that there's a couple of guys in this dugout that have gone through very similar situations and lost a lot of loved ones. I know there's people sitting right here that lost a lot of loved ones. I'm going to tell you right now, fighting against an enemy that doesn't discriminate, doesn't care what color you are, doesn't care what sex you are, doesn't care how tall you are, doesn't care how young you are or how old you are. It's awful. And what we're doing here today, when folks told me that they were putting this together, and Adam talked about doing this, I would jumped up wanting to be part of it as much as I could. They want to know probably what the interest would be between these guys playing. You got a lot of signed players. What would be the interest in playing a game on Saturday at noon for a cause such as this? I think we got the answer. I think that this is unbelievable. And it's unbelievable what a community, I want you to sit on down, it's unbelievable what we can do when we put our heads together for this battle against cancer. It's the second leading cause of death, I believe, that we have. And where any information, any kind of research that's done, it starts at the ground level with people such as us giving donations, people such as us just doing what we can to bring awareness to it. And I know there's people sitting right here, you see in the stands that are looking at today, that have lost folks and have fought through it and have sat next to folks. Even myself, sitting next to my mother, dying of brain cancer. Watching other folks do this, that cancer doesn't only
Kenny Brown? Yeah. Thank you, Kenny Brown.
the team around.
Copy that.
So here you are,
So thank you, Kenny Brown.
supporting us, supporting everyone, and I could not be more proud. One of the most honored things I've ever received is for him to ask me to come speak before y'all, and whether I can help in any way, I have no idea. But I can tell you this, you being here today, these guys playing today, what they've accomplished, this is the first steps in accomplishing beating cancer. So I want to thank you all very much. And
That's Coach Kenny Brown from Seminole. Tell him his story of surviving cancer.
All right, let's play ball.
And it's a great thing these kids come together, like you said. These kids have all graduated, moving on to college, and to take, a couple of days to come out here, help raise money for a great cause. And so we'll let these kids get warmed up here before the top of the third. We'll be right back here on the Varsity Sports Network.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the court. It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicyouth.com.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on election.
We're back here in Sanford after that beautiful moment. Took a few minutes to honor some cancer survivors and everybody who's gone through that problem issue. So we'll be moving to the top of the third now. Tyler Toro taking the mound for Seminole County from Lake Howell High School. Now we'll try to get everything situated here. We'll figure out what changes were made. So far right now we have Orange County leading Seminole County 4-0 after a 4-run barrage at the top of the first, couple home runs. One by Ben Barrett and the other by Josh Haggerty. And as Toro gets loose here, looks like everything defensively has kind of stayed the same. Actually, I think Ben Barrett actually will be leading off here. The top of the third. Again, we're at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Cure All-Stars, Cure Foundation. It's the Orange County High School All-Stars against Seminole County High School All-Stars. Facing off in a Saturday afternoon duel, I guess we'll call it. This kid's coming out for a good cause. Like I said, most of them all graduated already. Or will be in the next day or two. So it looks like we're ready to start here at the top of the third. Again, Tyler Toro from Lake Howell leading off, or is now in pitching for Seminole County. And Ben Barrett from First Academy, third baseman today, will be leading off. Again, Barrett hit a ball off the top of the wall in right field for a 2-run home run, or a 3-run home run actually. Tyler brushes him back a little bit. I'm sure, obviously not on purpose, but so we're all back underway here. And the fastball sneaks in there for even the count at 1-1. Tyler will be continuing on at Lake Sumter State College up in Leesburg. Continue his playing days up there. Barrett swings through that slider. And once again, another slider. He makes a nice play behind the plate to pick that. So Barrett goes down swinging for the first out.
Number 14.
Got to bring up Greg Petty, shortstop from First Academy. Again, the UCF commit. Tyler Toro pumping in the strikes there.
Ryan. Yeah, he'll be around all summer. I'm hoping he'll stay.
Another one.
Maybe he's moving this fall.
Just pounding the outside zone there.
So he'll be here this summer. He was here last year.
And Pate swings through that slider in the dirt. Another great play by Heyman. Throws on to Moran at first for the second out. So quick 2 strikeouts for Toro. Here in the top of the third. That's going to bring up Christian Duarte, the first baseman from Freedom High School. Again, Duarte going to Palm Beach State. He takes the first fastball for a strike.
The kids are really slow getting their stuff done this year. So look, in the next week, there'll be a lot more.
Fastball misses up.
Yeah, try to get yourself a sign open today. Yeah. Put it on our
So ground ball to third. Brady Rain makes a nice play coming in on the hop and throws over to Larson for strike 3. Or I'm sorry, Moran. So Toro works a quick inning for Seminole County. So after 3.5, we're still 4-0. Here from Sanford for the Cure High School All-Star Baseball game on the Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back right after this.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the court. It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicyouth.com.
All right, we're back here at Sanford Memorial Stadium.
High School, number 17, Ryan Wilkerson.
New pitcher for Orange County, Ryan Wilkerson.
Okay, hang it in. Yeah, no, I can still go.
From Wekiva.
Are you doing stuff with Rollins still?
Yeah, I did the games this year.
He's undecided for college at the moment. But so leading off for, looks like we have we're Seminole County in the second. It's going to be Moran, Griffiths, and Heyman. The Lake Brantley trio.
I didn't get that message until after I was out there. I'm sorry.
Here in the bottom of third, down trailing 4-0 at the moment. See Wilkerson comes in throwing strikes like Toro did. And finally, I have a help. Adam Bates rolls in from umpiring the first couple innings.
Yes, sir. That was a lot of fun.
Moran takes first pitch up for ball 1. So Moran hitting from the left side. Count goes to 3-0 now.
We're all in the same office, but they're not there a lot. They have a lot of meetings out of the office.
Swinging for the downs, 3-0. Doesn't catch up with it. Runs count 3-1 now. Give Moran the Stetson commit. Playing up the road. So he takes that ball. Takes that for ball 4. So leadoff walk by Wilkerson.
There's a right fielder, number 24, Evan.
That's going to bring up Evan Griffiths, the right fielder.
The Brantley trio in the starting lineup. I noticed that down there.
Well, it's well deserved. All 3 of them have pretty good careers.
Absolutely.
That's what I was told.
Again, Wilkerson missing up there. Make a little adjustment here. Get the ball down in the zone.
That was a lot of fun. A couple innings, I know we'll talk about it. I'm glad to be up here for the 3rd inning on. One thing I noticed was the guys throwing a lot of curveballs early in counts and stuff. So let's throw a fastball and see what happens.
Yeah.
But also they had a couple home runs in that 1st inning, and to spots I didn't think it would get out of here much.
Yeah, I would say there's a balk. So Moran takes off, and Wilkerson kind of gets caught in the middle there for a balks over to second. So we got a 1-1 count here to Griffiths. As Moran moved up to second there. Slider misses away. Yeah, like I said, I've seen a lot of sliders today.
Yep.
Yeah, both those home runs, when they were hit, I did not think they were going out.
Neither one of them. Ben got a hold of it pretty good, and
it bounced off the top of the wall. But
yeah.
Haggerty's in center field just kept going. I thought he was in a camp under it. It just kept trucking.
Yeah, what was ironic about that is we're working 4-man for the first couple of innings. Ball 4 there on the batter. And I'll continue it as you introduce Luke.
That brings up Luke Heyman, the catcher from Lake Brantley, the 3rd part of the trio. Florida commit. So 1st to 2nd, no outs. Wilkerson a little bit of a jam here, facing Luke Heyman.
But Dan came in again. We don't work 4-man a lot. He came in. He had no thoughts that was going to, and all of a sudden it was a home run. But if you look at the flag, it's still stiff. Ooh.
So Heyman looks at first strike in there from Wilkerson. Moran on the run. Takes 3rd.
I think he might have seen a signal and realized it was going to be a breaker. They're not paying attention.
And Griffiths staying at first for now. Okay, he's off. Heyman pops this one. Looks like it's going to be out of play. So runs the count to 1 and 2. Runners at the corners for the Gator commit. Running up the road to Gainesville next year, playing for Sully.
Talked to him as we were getting off, and he leaves on June 20th.
Wow.
But he might have a decision to make come draft day.
Yeah, he's definitely. Ball's hit right to center. Nice play by Baez. That's going to bring Moran in from 3rd. Griffith tags up from 1st, just gets the 2nd, and so sac fly by Heyman with RBI. That's going to bring up Baez. That gets Seminole County on the board. Makes the score 4-1 at the moment. It looks like we're going to have yet another pitching change. From Scudero, coach from McCobb comes out.
It's neat to see these kids walk off the mound the last time and get on there last time and stuff from a high school standpoint. All these coaches were really excited about it. It's neat to talk to them pregame. And a lot of great kids, so they get to walk off. And wonderful crowd today for the rebirth of the Seminole County, Orange County All-Star Game, and now going to be connected with the Cure All-Star Classic. Couldn't think of better organizations in the Florida Collegiate Summer League, and under the leadership of Stefano Foggi and the Cure Foundation with Coach Alan Gooch, Mark Line, and all of their wonderful staff. This game is only going to grow.
Yeah, I talked earlier. I said how this game has been going on forever, and it took a hiatus there. I mean, I played it. When I played, we played it back at high schools, and
maybe Tinkerfield every once in a while.
Tinkerfield every now and then, or something. And it was so much fun though to get to play against the guys that you played with all year and played against and play with them. And
you look at second base, and look at him just.
Yeah.
Nico Bainez is right there in the middle of just Pate and all those guys just cracking it up. And
yeah.
A lot of these guys play travel organizations, and so they see each other in the circuits and everything, and it's just the purity of it. The game has brought these friendships together, and when I coach and umpire, and you know this too, Joe, it's just you break it down to that, and all of us have these relationships and memories because of the game of baseball. And you see Joel Glass down there with Tim Beeman, who longtime relationship through Timber Creek High School. Baseball has great relationships.
So Bellflower's coming in. Joe Bellflower from Orangewood Christian. The right-hander's coming in. He's committed to Illinois Tech. So he'll be coming in to face Danny Baez from Oviedo. And again, we got Griffiths at second with one out. One run in here in the bottom of the third, I'm sorry. So Baez, the second baseman, will lead off on the left side. Bellflower working out of the stretch. Runs a fastball in there for strike one.
What do you think of some of these proposed rules, like making the bases bigger? Paying attention to that?
A little bit. I heard that they were doing it. I'll be interested to see how it changes. I think
Baez takes that ball down in the dirt for ball one.
Data is slowing down the game, all the information.
Oh, yeah, the stats, you mean that?
And Baez couldn't check his swing there, so that'll be 1 and 2.
I would like to see him throw out the shift.
They're supposed to. I think they adopted that.
I think they're trying it. I think they wanted to try it out.
Bellflower gets up there and doesn't mess around, just working quick. That fastball misses away. So we run in on Luke Heyman's deep fly, sac fly to center. Brought in Moran for the first out and first run for Seminole County. That ball misses away, running the count full here on Baez. Griffiths off run to third, and in there safely on the walk to Baez. So with one out in first and third, it's going to bring up Javier Lopez, or Xavier Lopez, not sure which one. A Oviedo teammate of Danny Baez. He's playing left field today. Takes that fastball high. Most of these kids will play half the game, and then they'll make some wholesale changes. So we'll see how they work that. I'm not sure how full the rosters are or not. So we'll see how. But that's usually how it used to be done.
Absolutely, and it's open substitutions. So if they're going to make some adjustments, it's all based on the arms.
This guy.
And Isaac Sewell was slated to start, but he had pitched Tuesday night, and he pitched late into Tuesday night, trying to get to a state final there from the First Academy. So Nolan Maroth today got to throw a second inning.
Too many moving parts.
And then, of course, Haggerty played almost till midnight last night.
Lopez hits that ball right down the line in the right field. That's going to bring in Griffith. Bias holds at third, and Lopez in for a double. Stand-up double there. That runs the score to 4-2, so Sumner County making a chipping away at it.
Good to see that they settled in. I mean, they got a couple home runs in that first inning, but you didn't want to see a slugfest here. You wanted to see the arms do it, and so 4-2 ball game here in the third. These kids are going to compete for a little bit.
That's Reese Campanella from Lyman takes that first pitch up high for ball one. The strikeout victim his first time. Slider misses down. Fouls that one straight back off the concrete wall.
It was neat to talk to Fabian tomorrow. Love always talking to the catchers, as I got to call the first couple innings. And Fabian is going to UAB, and realized that when they made the announcement. And head coach at UAB is Casey Dunn, and Casey and I were at Auburn together, so it's neat to see kids playing with my former teammates and stuff. And again, and we got to talk about that a little bit. He's really excited to go up to Birmingham. And Casey did a great job, moving from Sanford this year over to UAB, being a Birmingham guy. So it was really neat.
It's a nice setup there. It's a nice park.
Well, these kids are now starting to write the next chapter in their books.
A slider from misses down low there. 3-2 now to Campanella.
The old Astros.
Speaking of Campanella, do we hear on Twitter? And ground ball to second.
Ground ball to second. Will get a run in. Baez makes the play. Oh, I'm sorry, Baez. McCluskey makes the play for the second out.
Another one that I've grown up with over on the west side, up there, West Orange and Winter Garden Little League, through the markets and stuff.
Number 9 from Winter Springs, Nick Davidson.
So Nick Davis from Winter Springs will be here with 2 outs, trying to get the runner in from third. Takes the ball in for ball one.
It's all grass now.
Oh, okay.
It's just their training.
Fastball in there for a strike.
Is he still involved?
So Bellflower trying to hold the lead here with 2 outs. Ball center field. Ponez under it for out number 3. So Sumner County pushes across 3 in the bottom of the third. And we have a 4-3 ball game after 3. From Sanford here at the Career High School All-Star Classic on the Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
All right, back here in Sanford. A pitch and change for the Seminole County. We're calling a call from Lake Mary High School on the mound now.
Hard to see some of the changes that are going to start coming, but again, talking to Luke, I think this is going to be his last inning behind the plate before they make some changes with, I believe they're carrying 3 catchers here on Seminole County, so top of the 4th.
Seminole County. From the Rams of Lake Mary, headed from Mars Hill College up in the Carolinas, number 10.
So Colin heading to Mars Hill for his continue his baseball career.
County. Number 13 from Bishop Moore, Josh Haggerty.
So Josh Haggerty from Bishop Moore, the extra hitter who homered the center his first time up, back in the box to lead off for Orange County. Takes a ball up and in there. Looks at a strike on the outside corner.
Well, did you change something?
Slider in there for strike 2. Evens the count. Haggerty lands one past Marquette at short. And he's going to try to sneak into second. And will not be get in there. Marquette made a great play on the relay.
Good aggressive play by everybody. That's makes it fun right there.
So Haggerty out at second for the first out. Brings up Figueroa, left fielder from Lake Nona.
Left fielder, number 1, Brian Figueroa.
Ground ball to Barquette. Short. Throws over to Moran, teammate, or not teammate, but first baseman over there from Lake Brantley for the second out.
Isaiah acts like he knows what he's doing at shortstop.
Yeah, he knows a little bit.
Yeah, comes from good stock, and he's going to do some good things at NC State. Really excited to see him play at the next level. Always been headsy and just makes the game fun.
So Tyler Williams from Winter Park up at the plate now with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
So your home plate umpire is now Dan Schulman. Your home plate umpire is now Dan Schulman. Okay.
Slider in there for strike 2.
Oh, that's fine. Well, Bates is up here now, so I don't have to do our announcement.
Just do all 4.
We can do all 4.
You know, like well, we say, the men in yellow.
So 1-2 now to Tyler Williams. Takes that for a ball, runs it even to 2-2. Ground ball to middle, great play by Baez. They knock it down, keep it in, but can't gather it up to make the play. So Williams with the infield single. It's going to bring up the catcher Amaro from Timber Creek with 2 outs.
There's a catcher, number 16, Fabian Amaro.
Like you said a minute ago, Amaro going to UAB to continue his playing career. Tries the first ball over to first. Looks like Moran has a beat on it and does for the 3rd out. So McCall comes in for Like for the Seminole County and leaves are illustrated. No harm, no foul. After 3.5, we're 4-3. Here from Sanford on the Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Back here in Sanford. Looks like we have a few changes here on defense. We'll try to sort them out for you. Probably more as they come up to hit than more on defense, but we'll try to sneak a couple in there. This is where it kind of gets complicated.
Hopefully they'll get at bats and they'll get the recognition that they deserve.
So Bellflower remains on for Orange County. On the mound. Looks like Connor Doyle still will hit for Seminole here. Center fielder from Lake Brantley.
Connor is a big reason that this game came together.
Off the bottom of the fourth, center fielder number 1, Connor Doyle.
His dad and I have been friends since second grade, and when he was, I believe, around 4 years old, he was diagnosed with leukemia. And so Connor's been an inspiration to a lot of people for a long time, and his papa, his grandpa, Chief Doyle, who I hope is in attendance, is currently battling brain cancer. So the Doyle family is a big reason behind this. But Connor's just one of the good guys, and the neat story here, and I think you and I have talked about this, Joe, but Connor is going up to Embry-Riddle. He's going to be roommates with Max McCluskey, who's playing second base for Orange County, but they're both going to play for Randy Stiegel. And Randy, Eddie, and I were all classmates at Lake Brantley High School. So it's just neat how all that baseball circle comes back through.
The fraternity runs wide and deep.
Yes. Attaboy, Connor. Attaboy, Connor.
Connor with a line drive to left for a single.
No bias there, but I wanted that.
We're all out here for fun and for a good cause.
Oh, they're summoning in. He's been battling a pulled quad, so I think we're going to get some sort of pinch runner. Yeah,
looks like that way. Looks like Brady Ryan will be up for Seminole here, the third baseman.
Number 22. Connor Fosnow.
Connor Fosnow will run. Yeah. Again, free substitution, so I'm not sure if it's a substitution or just a courtesy.
But I do know that Connor had been battling it because it happened in the district tournament, and he laid down a huge bunt right on this field a couple of weeks ago to help get the rally to beat Apopka. It's been a fun couple of weeks for these kids.
So Ryan swings through that one, makes the count 0-2.
I do want to recognize, I see the guys warming up, a couple lefties warming up in the Orange County bullpen, and one of them's playing guard duty. It's Isaac Sewell, who pitched Tuesday night and for the First Academy in the regional final. But for him to come out and be with the teammates, even though he's not going to throw, today is really cool. His dad and I were talking about it, and he wouldn't miss it. So it's really neat for him to be here. He can strike three right there, right, Joe?
Yeah, Ryan goes down swinging for the first out. It looks like we have our first substitution here for Seminole. Looks like Gian Flores is going to hit for Marquette.
Andy Lyon did a good job, and these guys are such good friends. The Seminole County guys have known each other so long. All these coaches have, but if you've noticed, they've rotated coaching positions out on the bags, and Kenny's at third, and one of his best friends in life is at first base, Jeff Perez from Lake Mary High School. The closeness of the Seminole County coaches is really special. They compete against each other, but they've never lose respect.
So Flores fouls that one off the left side, runs the count 0-2. And looks at strike 3, so it goes down looking for the second out. And let's see who we. Oh no!
Here's the shortstop, headed for the Wolfpack.
I take that back. So Isaiah Barquette is still going to hit. Not sure who he hit for.
Again, open lineup. So
they just kind of stuck him in there.
Exactly. There's no top or bottom of the lineup, except for I can say Isaiah is the top of the lineup.
Yeah.
So they might extend it. They might hit 9. Welcome to Freedom Baseball.
They play,
Off the state. Always good.
What happened? They could improve a little better?
Well,
So 2-1 out of Isaiah. Again, Wolfpack NC State commit going to play for Elliott Ball's fouled back.
It was funny, during his last at-bat with me, he stood on there, and a very good curveball by Maroth, and it was right on the outer third, and because that's off. And he just said it very professional. I said, no, that's right there. And he goes, you're not going any further. I said, nope. I said, that's a pitcher's pitch. I said, you want that on defense? He said, yes, sir. So it was a good. He's probably had that same conversation right there with Dan. He knows his plate discipline, but never loses respect and just plays hard. Just one of the really good kids out here. First time I play at 11, 12 years old, I knew it was a factor.
Slider down in the dirt, runs count 3-2 here. So
he gets up to Raleigh this fall. He's going to be competing for at-bats next spring very soon.
Fast now will be off and running here. Marquette runs one down the right field line. Fast now heading to third. And will be held up there. Marquette runs into second.
Again, heads up. Yeah, he just heads up, takes that play, saw the throw behind him.
So second, third now with 2 outs for Seminole County. And Landon Moran will come in. Coach Beeman heading out to the mound here. Might have a pitch and change, looks like.
Good walk-off. I love this. I just like it. They get one more round of applause.
Looks like this is Daryl Melendez from Winter Park High School, left-hander. Coming in to relieve Bellflower. See if you can get him out of this jam with the lead. Coach Brigham playing the strategy, bringing the lefty against the lefty in the All-Star game. That'll make it difficult for him, Tim. So we've got an overcast day, but rain looks like it's staying away pretty nicely. After last night, I wasn't sure we were going to get this thing in, and got here this morning about 9 o'clock, and the place looked spectacular.
Now pitching for.
You guys here at Grounds Crew here always does a good job, especially here in the summer. It's amazing. We play baseball games here every day in the summer, and the rain and it just gets beat to all, and
Absolutely.
it's always in great shape. So Melendez finishing up his warm-up pitches here for Orange County.
Mark Line holding court out there from the Sports Foundation. We'll see if he maybe comes say a few words maybe next inning as we finish up. We're going to get him on, and Joe and Mark can talk a few minutes next inning.
Yeah, Mark and I talked earlier this morning when I got here. We were the first two here.
Nice to see you up here.
So
You're doing color? Or are you doing play-by-play?
So we got Landon Moran stepping in. He'll be facing Melendez with 2 outs here, runners on second and third. Trying to get out of this jam. Takes the ball 1 inside. Moran trying to give his club the lead here with a base hit. Melendez sticks a fastball in the outside corner for strike 1, evening it up 1. Fouls that ball off his foot to the right side. We're in hole 1 and 2 now. For what I've always watched Moran, he's a good 2-strike hitter. He doesn't strike out a lot. He kind of digs in and battles with 2 strikes.
Good approach.
Takes that one up high. 2 and 2 now.
A lot of local talent staying local within the pockets of greater Central Florida. Stetson's got a good class coming in.
They're in not sure if they finished up their series with Jacksonville this weekend yet or not. So Moran takes the ball in the elbow. Hit by pitch there, so he'll trot down the first. That loads him up for his teammate Evan Griffiths.
And from what I understand, and because the DeLand Suns with the Collegiate Summer League are going to have to play at Sperling this summer because Conrad Park, Melching Field at Conrad Park is going to go under some extensive renovations, and they might have already started it because they were going to start right after their last home game.
Well, that was either last night or today, so.
Yeah, so it might be probably first of the week if they were playing at home this weekend. Hard to believe that the college season's wrapping up and we're going to get into conference tournament play.
Next week?
Quick.
Next week?
It's a fun time of year. Fun time of year.
UCF hosting the softball regional for the first time ever. Awesome thing.
See a mix of some wood bats in here.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I say most of the Brantley kids are using wood. A couple other kids are.
That ball that Luke hit earlier might have had a little more. Might have had a chance with metal.
Oh, for sure.
He's got real power. See what Evan does here.
Checks that ball away.
No, he was good.
So Evan Griffiths at the plate, 2 outs, bases loaded. Dario Melendez on the mound, left-hander from Winter Park, trying to get out of a jam. Griffiths fouls that one off to the right side.
You can tell these kids are seniors. There's just a lot of grinder at bats. There's been a lot of foul balls today.
Yeah. Beg your pardon, it counts 2 and 2. So Melendez in the wind-up, ready to go. He fouls another one off.
There's something about this place with the net and then the fact that it bangs off the roof and hits in the stands a little bit. You just know that this foul ball. This is foul ball country.
Oh, okay.
He's not there yet, but he will. Oh, he's over here. He'll pop up.
Change up misses away.
That was away. It's in the other box.
That runs it full. So we'll have the merry-go-round running here with 2 outs, full count.
Just right there.
Runners are off, and that's ball 4. So that'll tie it up. So we're tied here 4-4 in the 4th. That's going to bring up Gator commit, Lake Bentley catcher Luke Heyman. Again, swinging the wood. Let's see what he can do here against Melendez. Ball away. A little slider, backdoor slider, look like. Luke getting in the spirit and wearing pink cleats for the occasion.
Sure. Yeah, there are a couple kids out there. Isaiah did, and some wristbands and stuff. So these kids have had this on their mind for a while. And
there's a fastball in there, even it up at 1-1. So Melendez trying to keep the damage right there.
They're doing something to the turf. They have the ball.
Hammond fouls that ball off to the right side. Out of play. So Melendez ahead in the count 1-2 here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we know there's been some changes on, at least I know on Orange County side defensively, so we'll catch them when they come up to the plate.
Yep.
I'm in his flare to right field, and they bring that one in.
Got us a new ball game, Joe.
So we're 4-4 after 4 here in Sanford. The Courier All-Star Game, high school All-Star Game between Orange County and Seminole County. Here on the Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Mark's going to do this half with you.
Joel Glass's son, Max,
Put me on for what?
is very thankfully.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go. Yeah, I was building on election.
And he will be happy to take your donation
All right, we're back here in Sanford
of Max Glass.
for the Courier High School All-Star Baseball Game.
Our umpires, John Downey, wearing the pink for the fight against breast
We have 3 or 4 innings here. It's 4-4, so a pretty good ball game going.
wearing the gold.
Like I said earlier, we got wholesale changes all around, so we'll get them to you as soon as we can
Wearing the blue for the fight against prostate cancer.
as they come up to the plate.
Best wishes to your son, Max.
Looks like
And also Adam Bates wearing the
Colby
blue.
Rice
All 4 of those gentlemen
is in the pitch for Seminole County for Winter Springs.
to fighting cancer and supporting Joel's son, Max. Thank you, gentlemen.
And we'll get these hitters as they come up. Gian Flores will begin the catch for Seminole County, also behind the plate. I'm joined by the one and only Mark Fine from the Cure All-Stars. Cure Bowl, who has done great work for the community here, the cancer community in this Central Florida for many years. In charge of the Cure Bowl, football, high school. What other sports are we back into now? Baseball, football. I think we had soccer, didn't we?
So far, it's been Cure All-Star football and baseball.
Okay. So we got Noah Moritz hitting for Orange County. He dribbles one back to Colby Rice on the mound for throws over to Moran for the first out. And that's going to bring up Nico Banez, the center fielder. Mark, why don't you talk a little bit about what you do and how you got started and where we're going.
Thank you, Joey. First, I should say that it's a real pleasure to be joining with Stefano Foggi and the Florida Summer Baseball League. There's another hard hit ball to the first baseman, but it's the second out of the inning. And what he has done to produce this game today, and in a partnership to find a cure for cancer. The Orlando Sports Foundation was created with that in mind. It has as its mission to bring teams together to find a cure for cancer. And it uses events like this and the ever popular Cure Bowl game, a football college game that's played each December, among other events like bowling and running, to bring awareness to the need for cancer research money and to actually be able to fund cancer research. One of our favorite charities, if you will, and I shouldn't call them a charity, they're a research center, is UCF.
All right, so McCluskey fouls out to Moran for the third out of the inning. So Colby Rice makes a quick inning there for Seminole County, and we'll be right back and we'll finish Mark's story here in the bottom half of the inning. We're at Sanford Memorial Stadium here on the Varsity Sports Network.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
All right, we're back here in Sanford. Looks like Darren Melendez will stay on for Orange County. And so, Mark, go ahead and finish your story, what you're going with, and we'll get to these guys as they come up to start this inning.
Well, the Orlando Sports Foundation is proud of our contributions to the UCF Research Center, Cancer Research Center, that is. We have given over $1 million to Dr. Annette Khalid, who is doing marvelous work in her attempts to find means and ways that we can both deal with existing cancer and find for a cure. So it's very local in most cases, and in many cases, because the donations usually come from those here in the greater Orlando area. And of course, we're working with all of the nonprofits in the area to raise up the importance of finding a cure for cancer. A baseball game like today is terrific. This is the last game for these high school seniors, so they're having a wonderful time. And we're really proud to be able to provide this platform for their play. So we're back to the game.
Dana Baez leading off for Seminole County. Takes ball one from Melendez, is still out there for Winter Park. Swings through that one for strike one. Yeah, so I know Coach Alan Gooch is involved deeply with the Cure Bowl and everything. I have a funny story. When I was in junior high school, Coach Gooch was interning to be a teacher at our high school. And he drove all the girls crazy. Because he was, handsome player, strong man from college.
Right.
Yeah. They were all going nuts over Alan Gooch. And this many years later, here we are, and he's, still involved in the community in many ways. Biles had a ground ball to second there on the first for the first out. So nice quick work there.
Yeah, that's gone full circle because Coach Gooch, as a football player at UCF,
right,
kind of made his name in that fashion, but then he stayed on and coached there for a number of years. And only in the 2000s has he then taken on other responsibilities, and this being a big one for him. So he is our executive director of the Orlando Sports Foundation, and he's the reason that we have the Cure Bowl played each December here in town with two of the top teams in the country. I don't mean Division I mean just top football teams that come out of the second level conferences, and we've had terrific games broadcast by ESPN. So we're very proud of our record.
We're doing the entire playing surface.
Xavier Lopez hitting for Seminole County at the moment. Swings through that one. Runs the count to 1-2. Again, we're top of the fifth inning and 4-4 here between these two clubs, Orange County and Seminole County. Battling out for bragging rights. That ball bounces in there. It's like it looks like some kind of a change of pace of some sort. So 2-2 now to Lopez, the Oviedo left fielder. Fouls that one off to the right side to stay alive. Again, left-handed Melendez from Miller Park on the mound for Orange County. In his second inning of work, came in to help close out that threat by Seminole last inning. And Lopez takes one in the lower back there for a hit by pitch. Let's see who's coming up. That's going to bring up Reese Campanella from Lyman with one out and a runner on.
Number 17.
So Mark, how are we growing the Cure Bowl, the Cure Foundation here in the future?
Well, it's. I was going to say something about the baseball, if you don't mind.
Oh, go right ahead.
I just thought it's been interesting how it started out to be in the first half of the first inning. We had 2 home runs.
Yep.
It looked like it was going to be a battle of swings and hits. Now it's settled down to be a little more of a pitching battle. And, of course, the score is tied. So we've got a great game going on here this afternoon, and outstanding athletes. Most, not all, but most of them are continuing to play baseball in college. Some will go beyond. So we've got some terrific athletes out here. And I can't say enough for the coaches. Without their help, you don't put this together. They cooperated among themselves to select the team, coach the team, and bring honor to these young men today.
Yeah, I know a lot of these coaches have been around for a long time, been around Central Florida for a long time, and played against some of them, recruited some of them. When I was coaching in college, played against some of them. So a lot of good guys out there, and like you said, they're just giving their time and for a good cause and to help the cause and help the kids as well.
Well, I was impressed with how they lined up after the second inning, each with a name that they had identified as someone in their family or a friend who had experienced cancer and participated in a ceremony.
Yeah.
With the fans. It was great.
That was beautiful.
It was really outstanding. Now, you asked how did these games come about? Well, we should credit the coaches. They really want to have an extra game for these athletes. So the All-Star football game started with a group of coaches who actually organized and ran it themselves for a number of years, starting back in the early 90s. So that game is a 25-year-old game today. And we hold it each December, and it has athletes on it from Seminole and Orange County. There's a hit to the right field.
That's Nick Davidson, from Winter Springs, the extra hitter. And Campanella will move up to second, so 2 outs, first and second now. And that's going to bring up Connor Doyle, the center fielder, once again. So Melendez in a little bit of a pickle again, trying to get out of it with 2 outs. Secure that lead for his club, the Orange County team. So there'll be Connor Doyle coming up with 2 outs, trying to do damage. Yeah, as I was telling Adam, I was talking about earlier on the broadcast here, I actually played in this game as a high school player. That was back in 1987, so to give my age away. And I know it was going on before that, and I know it's taken some hiatuses, and they've moved it around and all that kind of stuff, but it's great to have it back going. It's always been a good game. So much fun for the players and parents and fans, and now we get to tie it to the Cure Foundation. It's even better.
There's a bouncer to second.
So Connor Doyle over to second.
He got the 3rd out. Well, we're honored to participate with this event. And as I said, with Stefano Foggi and the Florida Baseball League partnering, it's just been terrific. And as I started to say, if it wasn't for the coaches, these things wouldn't happen. And so they're thrilled that we participate with them. I remember Phil Ziegler and David Langdon, who were 2 of the originators of the game back in '93, saying, well, Mark, whatever you could do for us, that's great. And now they're still involved today. In fact, they were our coaches of the high school all-star game last December. That is the football game. So these just continue to go forward. Now we're going to do a second high school all-star football game for the athletes in Lake County and Osceola County. And that'll take place on December 9th after their football season in the fall. So we're keeping our hands full.
That's good, and like you said, it helps grow. It helps spread the word out to different counties, and
right.
I can't imagine we don't get Lake County and Osceola County to join this game as well, maybe. So
we like to think that our programs, these games, provide a platform for these athletes to showcase their talents to colleges and. Particularly in the football, but baseball is equally so. So we also have a combine so they can test their skills against time and their abilities to jump. And we do that with an organization that can give them a terrific report card. So they kind of know skill-wise where they belong, and that helps them a lot in the selection of a college. Then we also do a recruiting fair in February, and the Cure Recruiting Fair brings in 30 colleges, all of these from D2, D3, and NAIA schools, so that these kids and their parents have a chance to meet the college coaches. So I think what we're doing is beneficial to the athlete, and it provides also a way for us to share our experience in trying to find a cure for cancer. It's a hand-in-glove kind of an experience.
Definitely, it's beautiful that we do all that. And Varsity Sports Network is kind of tied into the same way. We're here to give exposure to these players in all sports throughout the year, and so it's great to be tied with you and the Cure and this game, and we also, like you said, we do the football game as well. So we're here in the top of the 6th inning. Let me adjust the scoreboard for the TV folk. Clint Barrett leading off from the First Academy. Rips a ball down the third base line. That's going to be an easy double. And he goes in staying in the second. So he's got a leadoff double for Ben Barrett.
I like your term. He ripped it down the third baseline, which is exactly what he did.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard. Just other Brandon Burns from Oviedo is now pitching for Seminole County. Big right-hander. And that's going to bring up Greg Pate from the shortstop. With his teammate Barrett standing on second base. So again, facing Brandon Burns from Oviedo. Looks Barrett back to second there.
Gene still running the show around here?
Yep. Yes. It seems that I don't think he's here today.
Pate whipped right on the left. It's going to get in there for sure. And Barrett's going to be held at third. So we got two leadoff hits here, first and third for Orange County, putting the pressure back on.
That ball was ripped also, Joey. 2 hits in a
That
row.
one was hit well too as well. That's going to bring up Bryce Jones from Colonial. He's playing first base now. So like I said, we're trying to get these changes in as we go. This will be his first at bat here. Well, first to third move, not in time, over back at first.
And as a pinch hitter from the Grenadiers of Colonial High School, number 17, Bryce Jones.
So this will be Bryce's first at bat here. Been playing defense for, I know he was playing defense last time, he made a great play. Burns checking Pate at first again. So again, Orange County threatening here in the top of the 6th inning. First and third, nobody out. After a double and a single leading off. Jones fouls that one back, straight back. Pitching for Seminole County is Brandon Burns from Oviedo in his first inning of work. Fouls that one off to the right side out of play, off the maintenance building.
One thing I like about this, Joey, in the last 2 or 3 innings, those pitchers are throwing strikes.
Definitely.
So they're hitting the ball or they're having a called strike in some cases, but it's good for the game.
Yeah, it's one thing I've seen. We saw quite a bit of this year is the pitchers working a little quicker, which is so good to see. Some of these kids get out here and walk around and try to overthink a little bit, probably for my taste, but we saw a lot of guys working a little quicker this year. It's great to see. Burns is worried about Pate at first base for sure.
Yeah, he is worried about that runner, and probably for good reason.
Yeah, he's trying to hold him close so we can try to get a level play. Lessen the damage here. Pate's got a pretty good lead over there. I'm sure he's going.
Yeah, he does.
Jones pops this one up to center field. Barrett's going to tag from third.
He's got to come from third.
And he's going to
score.
Beat the throw.
I like the aggressive running.
So
good coaching.
Sack fly for Bryce Jones, RBI.
Sack fly for Bryce Jones.
First out. That's going to bring up Josh Haggerty from Bishop Moore, who already has a home run on the day. Back in the first inning.
Yeah, he poked a big one.
So Patty had to retreat back to first, so he's still at first. We got one out. Runner on first. Haggerty digging in for Bishop Moore. For the Orange County Club. Burns threw over again.
Yeah, they're worried about that.
They sure are. He was good on the last pitch.
He does take a big lead, so he's inviting it. My guess is he's got lots of speed.
Haggerty swings through that fastball. Good fastball by Burns.
There was a league in this town called Florida Baseball.
Florida Winter Baseball League?
That was a summer league. And it was in Tinker, and it was at Jones.
Who was that?
My dad's name was Steve.
Steve, right?
And it probably ended when I stopped playing this stuff.
Another good fastball by Burns. Haggerty swings through.
Yeah. High school seniors coming out, and then college players and guys who, beyond that maybe a little bit. Yeah.
So Petty's off, running there, and Haggerty fouls that one back to stay at 0-2.
I think he fought it off.
Yeah.
It was going to be a hard pitch to hit. So
Yeah.
But he didn't want to take it.
Pitcher. Mike coaches in our league. Okay, so I played with Mike. Okay. And he was sort of beyond his college career, but he was very effective. He pitched in the minors, right? Yeah, I don't remember where he played college. Yeah.
Breaking ball misses away from 1-2 for Burns.
Yep, he managed the Lions Suns for our team. And obviously, Kenny or close. Kenny hangs out with him sometimes. Yeah, good stuff. The two guys.
So Orange County takes the lead here in the top of the 6th.
Yes, yeah, that's awesome.
And Haggerty swings through that one for the
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Home run in the first.
second out of the inning. Yep.
The 6th. So
That's going to bring up Kamani Atterbury from Edgewater. He's in for Figueroa in left field. He will be attending Florida A&M in the fall. Takes first pitch high. Edgewater had a really good team this year under Gerke.
Kamani from the Eagles of Edgewater, headed for FAMU. Number 6, Kamani Atterbury.
Fouls that one straight back. Runs the count at 2-1 on Atterbury. Petty still holding on to first base there with 2 outs now. See if he tries to get to second to get in scoring position. He started to go, but thought better of it. Atterbury takes that breaking ball high.
and he took a pitch that it would have been questionable.
Yeah.
He was fortunate to get a ball there. It was a little off speed, so it had him off balance as well. That was a fastball for a strike.
So 3-2. So Petty will be off and early on this one. Mike McDaniel giving the signs over at third base from Olympia High School. Also coaches in the Florida Collegiate Summer League. So Atterbury one hops it back to Burns and
he got him out.
Flips over to first for the third out. So 1 run for the Orange County to take the lead. So after 5.5, Orange County's up 5-4 here at Sanford Memorial Stadium. We'll be right back here on the Varsity Sports Network.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
He doesn't want to.
All right, welcome back to Seminole from Seminole County Memorial Park. We're here for the Crew All-Star Game, high school baseball, Orange County versus Seminole County. We're 5-4 here in the top of the bottom of the sixth now. Seminole will be coming up in the bottom of the sixth. Ryan Fury on the pitch for Orange County from Bishop Moore High School, who is signed at Rollins, so he's another kid staying local. Bishop Moore got to the regional finals before they got beat last week. Had a great year there.
Yeah, this young man may be one of the reasons.
Most likely is.
He's a big, strapping young man. And he's got pretty good speed.
Fastball in there for a strike. Looks like Noah Hill from Lake Mary Prep at the plate here.
Batting for the Seminole County from Lake Mary Prep, the Griffins, number 16, Noah Hill.
And Fury makes quick work of that. Three strikes in a row there.
I wanted to thank you and VSN in particular for your involvement with us on our All-Star events. This isn't the first. This is, I think, the third or fourth year that VSN has streamed our games, and it's very much appreciated. You guys do a great job, and it's only going to get greater and better. It's great for our community to have VSN here to give these athletes a chance to play and be watched. And it helps parents and grandparents from around the country who would like to see them play. So it's a terrific organization, and I really want to thank you and that group for what they're doing for our young people.
Yeah, we're definitely glad to participate in this, and like I said, we're in the same business as you are for these games, is to get these kids exposure and on all different levels of, whether they want to keep playing or not, but just like you said, friends and family.
And it's good baseball, so people just like to see good baseball played. And other than the Rays over at St. Pete, we don't have, next to the Florida Baseball League, we don't have anything quite like this. But let's give credit to the Florida Baseball League, who have for a number of years now brought outstanding players from around the country, I think in most cases college players, to come here and play during the summer. So I want to encourage fans that just like baseball to look that up, Florida Baseball League, find out what their schedule's like, go to a game, very inexpensive, very fun, and a good opportunity if you just like sports.
Yeah, definitely. The Florida Collegiate Summer League is as good as there is. I'm not coaching the Cape Cod League, and I've been to some of the other leagues in the summers to watch it. It's great baseball.
Another strikeout.
So Fury.
Thank you. Well, this young man from Bishop Moore is showing some good style out there.
Number 2, James Gorman.
So James Gorman will step in for Seminole County from Lake Mary Prep. Fury quickly working ahead. 0-1. And the ball gets away from him a little bit.
Well, for a high school pitcher, it's always a tendency to overthrow a little bit. And that's what he did, but it's no big deal. He's going to come right back down the groove, and he did.
And Gorman fouls out on the back out of play. To the right side. Fury up 1-2 now. fastball in there for strike 3. So Fury makes quick work of Seminole County there in the bottom of the 6th.
Go for it, my friend. Thank you both much for having me on. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you, Mark. Anytime. And we'll always work with the Q All-Stars moving forward. We look forward to it. So we're through 6 innings, 5-4 Orange County. We'll be right back here on the Varsity Sports Network.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on election.
Okay, we're back here. Sanford. For the Cure we're through 6 innings. We're in the 7th inning here. Like I said, Orange County leading 5-4 now. New pitcher for Seminole County. No good. Stephen Sharapanya. We're going to call him that. Sorry, Stephen. Sharapanya, Lake Brantley right-hander, who will be playing for Rollins in the fall. You got another kid going to Rollins, staying local.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's glad to be back. It was neat to hear Mark Lyon. We'll talk about that in a minute, but neat to be back. That a lot of local kids staying at the Rollins and the Embry-Riddles and the UCFs. A lot of representation in these 2 counties, staying at some really good baseball programs here on the I-4 corridor.
So leading off for Orange County is going to be Winston Williams out of Apopka.
Looks like we have a new catcher. Maybe that happened while I was gone, but
no, it's Gino. He's been in there.
Yeah.
He's been there for a couple innings. He's had a couple at bats for Seminole County from out of Oviedo.
That's right. Yeah. It's something that happened before we get going with this inning. Within the last, 3 or 4 outs, the Florida Cleveland Summer League and the Cure Foundation got a $1,000 donation. Walked up here to the press box from Reich Properties in honor of Kenny Brown and all these kids playing. So that was really neat. It wasn't expected, and we just want to thank Mr. Reich for that. And he wanted to send our best for this game. So that was really awesome.
That is great. That's great to see it. So I'll tell you, I believe this is Logan Wirt from Dr. Phillips. And then Winston Williams will follow him. They're both wearing number 11, so that makes it fun.
Yes, this is Logan.
Yeah.
Logan getting a PO at bat.
Yeah, I see that. That's what threw me off there. Fouls a couple off.
Walking around the last couple innings as Mark Lyon from the foundation was here with you, Joe.
Fly ball to right field. Brought in there.
And got to see some folks, some people that just important to the league and important to the foundation and fans, and sat an inning with Connor Doyle's dad, Eddie, who's the assistant coach at Lake Brantley, and his grandpa, Chief. And it was just neat. There are a lot of people excited here for this game and what it's going to do in the future for these kids to be playing. It was neat to do that.
So this will be Winston Williams from Apopka, the outfielder, heading to Edward Waters to continue his play there.
I think this is the one that I just introduced as number 11.
Okay. There are multiple. Williams.
What's this? We just announced our book, huh?
So Stephen Sharapanya working quick.
That is the indicator that he pitches for Lake Brantley.
Exactly.
Grab it, get back on the mound, and go. It's all about pace.
So Winston Williams fouls that one off, runs the count to 1-2. Checked up. Can't hold up on the check swing around the slider in the dirt. Gets run up for strike 3.
Dan Schulman had that one. It's pretty obvious there.
Riley Parker, number 8.
They're still not happy, though.
Number 8, Riley Parker.
That's going to bring up Riley Parker, the catcher, now for Orange County from First Academy, who is a UCF signee. Going to play for Greg Lovelady over there. Slider in for a strike. Fouls that one off to the right side off the maintenance building.
Yeah, this previous week, earlier this week, there were a lot of local teams still going at it Tuesday night. And some weather wreaked havoc. I keep mentioning the I-4 corridor. And TFA played late into the night. Orangewood and Foundation had to play over 2 days. Haggerty, which lost in the state semifinals last night, got to Jacksonville and got their game in. But, man, it was a tough night around here on Tuesday. I do want to congratulate the Lake Brantley girls fast pitch team. They beat Oakleaf out of the greater Jacksonville area earlier today, and they're going to their first Final Four I guess next week in Claremont, so they're going to have a good representation there. But the first time they're a very talented team and beat a very, very good team, tradition-rich team out of the Jacksonville area. So that game got suspended from last night into today.
So 3-2 to Riley Parker. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And the ball misses low. So Parker takes the walk to first. I'm sure we'll have a pinch runner for him, I would imagine.
Anytime we can get another player in.
Nico Banez.
Looks like Patel will go run for his teammate. He's out of the game now.
That's the open substitution.
Yeah. And this will be Banez up again.
Saw his parents downstairs, and they were very thankful that Nico's going to Dartmouth, and always played the game right. His dad is the Booster Club president for Mike McDaniel at Olympia High School, and they've done a lot of good things in the 4 years Nico's there. And Rico did a really neat job, nice job as a parent and booster. They've done a great job over there. Mike McDaniel's now in the third base box. His coaches have rotated through all day.
Banez fouls that one off. Always impressive to have an Ivy Leaguer, future Ivy Leaguer player amongst us. People don't realize how good the baseball is in the Ivy League.
Absolutely.
It doesn't get a lot of pub, but there's some good baseball in the Ivy League.
A lot of good GMs and executives have played in the Ivy League and then stayed in the game. And my first Division I game as an umpire was Dartmouth against Bethune-Cookman in Daytona. And a guy named Kyle Hendricks, pretty good pitcher for the Cubs, was a starter for Dartmouth.
Yeah, he holds his own.
And remember working that game and for a lot of reasons. But, I had to look it up and go, wait a minute, I think he was on that game, and he was.
So 1-2 to Banez now after a couple of foul balls.
The neat thing with Nico is his dad actually played shortstop for West Point, so they're definitely in the blood there.
The Academy's another good program. Other good programs that are
quietly good.
Quietly good. Yep. Banez pops that one up to third.
Jam shot, as Mr. Siegel said.
So Sheriff Pioneer has a quick inning. One base runner allowed. No runs. So after 6.5, Seminole County coming up. It's 5-4 Orange County.
All right, everybody.
We will be right back here in Sanford for the bottom of the 7th on the Varsity Sports Network. Welcome back to Sanford here for the Cure High School All-Star Game between Orange and Seminole County. Great game working on 5-4 right now in the bottom of the 7th for Orange County leading. New pitcher for Orange County is Larson McMaster, the big left-hander out of Apopka, who has committed to Daytona State next year. They got 3 or 4 players in this game, so a lot of good kids going to play next year.
The Fighting Tim Tumas.
Tim Tumas. Been there 100 years.
And as we talk about that a little bit, have to congratulate Marty Smith.
Yep.
Out of College of Central Florida. It's hard to say, not say Central Florida Community College, but College of Central Florida. They are on their way to Grand Junction, Colorado for the World Series for the first time since 1998.
Yep.
And that was really neat. Got to reach out to Marty, and he was just so appreciative of so many people reaching out to him. He's just really one of the good guys in the game, and he roots for so many people. And for him to represent the state of Florida, it's very special.
So this will be Carter Cook hitting for Seminole County out of Oviedo. Signed at Division II Florida Tech over in Melbourne. So not straying too far away. Mom and Dad will be able to pop over to see him for sure.
Absolutely.
Playing the Sunshine State Conference, which is probably the best Division II conference in the country.
There we go.
He slaps on the right field. Looks like he's making a big turn and holds up right there.
Kind of off the bat, that looked like a double, but just kind of died in right field and everything converged, and everybody did their own thing. But I thought for sure that had more legs on it.
That's going to bring up Hunter Sandberg out of Lake Howell, left-hander. Another JUCO guy going to Palm Beach Atlantic.
Stefan, did you have any one of the shutdown concessions since we are going to do an 8 or so?
That ball gets away, gets past the catcher. Park. Carter Cook moved to second on the wild pitch from McMaster. Seminole County looking to put some pressure on, trying to tie this game up. Fouls that one off to the right side.
Since coming on board with Varsity Sports Network, it's been neat to be here. We were here for the Sunshine State Athletic Conference and some different things. Our relationship with the Florida League. We've been sitting up here in the press box, and their longtime announcer who's come back for this game and does a little bit with the River Rats, Mr. Robert Siegel, sitting next to us. It's neat to have somebody in this listen to the legend speak about these kids and what's going on. It was neat when Stefano told me that he was going to be announcing this game, so we thank him for coming out.
The booming voice of Mr. Siegel. Very distinct.
He pulled the string twice on that one.
So Sandberg goes down on the McMaster changeup for the first out.
From the Patriots of Lake Brantley, number 14, Spencer.
It's going to bring up Spencer Halls out of Lake Brantley. With one out and a runner on second. Master painting the corner there with the fastball.
Fans know that we'll be closing the concession
After this happening?
or whatever. You can let them know before, unless you want to do it after half.
A little slider there, swings to it. McMaster throws from a 3/4 sling of arm slot. Looks pretty effective.
Hey fans, our full concession stand will be closing very shortly. Love a hamburger, hot dog.
Halls fouls that one off to stay alive.
Concessions will close very shortly.
Ball down in the dirt. Nice play by Park. Hull swings through. Throws on the first to Jones for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Connor Foss now, who's going to get him that bat after courtesy running a few times.
Good for Connor.
Heading to Northwest Florida State, up in the Panhandle, to continue his college baseball. Fastball for McMaster misses away.
Another good conference of community college 2-year baseball up there.
Yeah, the whole state of Florida is just amazing with the junior college. With the draft and the Fosno hits the ball to ground ball to second. Tough hop there.
Actually, a really good play.
Keeps it in the infield, saves the run.
No way you can get an error there. That's just a tough one. That's just a beat out grinder base hit right there, and see what happens.
That's Alex Vasquez at second base there from East River.
Who's number 18 from Oviedo, Foy.
DeMar Foy up from Oviedo, outfielder. Rips one foul down third base.
Jeff Perez trying to relive his youth.
Well, that was a long time ago. I did the Fall World Series for Oviedo a couple of years ago, and Des Moines hit a ball so far.
You went up towards the school?
It was unbelievable how far he hit the ball that day. Swings at a changeup right there, over 2 right now. You got the batter here.
As Crash Davis says, that thing should have a flight pattern.
Yeah, that was unbelievably hit well. McMaster bounces in there. Another great play by Riley Park. Keeping that ball in front. Saving a run. Saving another base there. So 1-2 now to Foy. McMaster trying to get out of a little bit of a first and third jam here with 2 outs. And he does with a little slider. Foy goes down swinging for the third out. So McMaster gets out of a little bit of a jam and holds the lead. So after 7, it is still 5-4 Orange County over the Seminole County team, and we'll be right back here in Sanford on the Varsity Sports Network right after this.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicyouth.com.
All right, back here in Sanford. After 7 complete, Orange County 5-4. Heading into the 8th inning. Savian Lure, the right-hander from Lake Burley, on the pitch for Seminole County here in the 8th. Heading to Thomas University next year in the fall. So he finishes up his warm-up pitches. We'll get these hitters coming up for Orange County. Get all these changes for everybody. These wholesale changes this second half of the game, so I apologize for not having all the changes, but it's free substitutions, and they're making about 8 at a time. So we're trying to catch it.
For next year, we'll have a reporter in this dugout, and we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll grow with it to give these kids their recognition as many times as we can. They've all gotten it, but we'll definitely learn from that one a little bit with these kind of free wholesale changes.
So this is going to be Alex Vasquez, who was playing second base and out of East River. He made that good play last inning that we talked about.
Saved a run.
Saved the run there. Hold the lead for Orange County. He's heading to Palm Beach State. So he steps in against Lure here in the top of the 8th.
A new arm lefty out in the bullpen for Seminole County, so we'll definitely go to the bottom of the 8th. The Gatorade question of the day is how many arms are left? I was talking to Stefano Foggi from the Florida League, and he just really pleased again when we got that donation and certain things, but how this is going to grow, and this is the open weekend of the state championships. We lost a couple teams, couple of kids doing this and that, but it's just really work before tournaments play and the FACA All-Star game and different things. So it's gotten a lot of.
Vasquez throws one in over right field for a base hit, drops in.
Big Ben Barrett.
Big Barrett steps back in at plate. Homered in the top of the first inning. 3-run homer to right field, right off the top of the fence.
Number 21, Ben.
Another one of those kids that kind of grew up with my son and age-wise and separated from schools, but you just kind of knew in his young ages, and he's definitely grown into his body, and it's going to do some great things for Coach Martin Jr. I believe he's recruited by Mike Metcalf up there in the Tallahassee, Florida. Great to see him out here. I know TFA was disappointed not getting a chance to get back to Fort Myers to defend their state championship. That was a pretty good game. Cardinal Newman, I believe it was.
Gibbons,
excuse me. I knew it was a Cardinal, my bad. Cardinal Gibbons came in and really smacked the ball around Tuesday night.
So 3-0 to Barrett, I'm sorry. Long day and a lot of names. So he'll draw the walk there from Lure. They'll get first and second. Vasquez will move on to second base, and looks like Filian Romero from Olympia will have his first at bat.
Number 5 from Titans of
Olympia High School product, heading on to Prairie State to continue his education and baseball career. Prampa hits a ball hard up the middle. Great play by the shortstop. Not in time there at second.
Saved a run, most likely.
Saves a run for sure. So there's in a little bit of a jam here. Brings up Jones from Colonial. Bryce Jones, first baseman. Got a sac fly RBI last year to give Orange County the lead. So he's in a good spot here with no outs, bases loaded to extend that lead, give insurance for Orange County. Swinging at the first pitch, right up the middle. That's going to bring in, looks like 2. Might have a play at the plate here. Not in time. As Barrett scores from second. So Bryce Jones was his second and third RBI of the day. Pretty good day for him. This will be Josh Haggerty from Bishop Moore at the plate here.
Jumped on a fastball in the first inning.
Dead central. Throws a little slow slider in there for strike one.
I can say there's not many people that have hit it to dead center right under the flag, and he did it.
Another slider in there, sneaks in for strike 2. So first and second, no outs here. 2 runs in already for Orange County. Timeout called there at the plate. Up and away there.
We're gonna Seminole County will pitch for Orange. That's how I set it up.
Go 9.
10.
Slider down in the dirt there. 2-2 now. To Haggerty. Bishop Moore product.
3 hours in.
It's been hard to center field again. One hop to the fence. We're bringing another one-way run from second. And Haggerty has a stand-up double.
Somebody's vying to become a possible MVP.
That's going to bring up Kamani Atterbury from Edgewater.
Is there an MVP?
So Lure's still in a little bit of a problem. Looks like somebody's got loose. I'm not sure when they'll bring him in there. Oh, that ball hits Atterbury on the first pitch. That'll load him up. Again with no outs. We'll get a visit to the mound here.
Interesting dynamic in a senior all-star game like this when somebody you competed against for 3 or 4 years, Andy Lyon, Oviedo head coach,
right,
coming out to the Lake Brantley senior pitcher. So a couple weeks ago they were trying to beat each other, and now he's trying to encourage him. So fun dynamic there. Hopefully get him to dig deep here and get out of this inning without having to remove him. Andy, one of the really good guys in the game. Part of that really strong coaching core in Seminole County.
So Lure gets some advice from Coach Lyon. We'll see how he pans out here. He'll be facing Tyler Williams from Winter Park High School. Bases loaded. We're going to play infield in. Try to cut the run off. It's 8-4 right now. Orange County with a 3-run inning so far. Swinging at the first pitch, fouling it back.
You see there was a college game 2 or 3 days ago, Iowa and Indiana. Indiana was up 13-2.
Ground ball is short. He's going to come home, get the force out at the plate. Nice play there. It's James Gorman from Lake Mary Prep. Getting the 6-2 force out for the first out.
Here's number 11 from Apopka, Winston Williams.
So Winston Williams now up for Orange County out of Apopka High School. Base loaded still for Orange County. 1 out now. Lure looking for a ground ball back in the middle. Infielders are. First pitch is jam job to second base. Won't have time to turn 2, but we'll get an RBI out of the fielder's choice. And then the runner hung up, looks like at third. That's Atterbury. Play at the plate. He's going to be safe. Ball came out of the catcher's hand. Flores' hand. So we get an out and they score 2 runs. Makes the score 10-4 now.
Here's number 8, Riley Parker.
That's going to bring up Riley Parker from First Academy catcher. Runner at third here with 2 outs now. Lured to the plate. Slider misses away.
I think he still should have run him back. Though.
You always should take it back to the race. Never run into the next race.
Mike was hot.
Fly ball deep to the left. It's got a chance off the concrete wall. About 3/4 of the way up. Just missed it right next to the 330 sign. That brings in another run. Makes it 11-4. Bryce in with a stand-up, or Parker with a stand-up double. And we'll get a run for him. Again, Petty a run for him. So with 2 outs now, he's going to bring up.
I think Nico's going to get another at bat. Good
Nico, another at bat for him.
Did Rob tell me that he batted 1 time during his career in the Florida League? No, Rob Seitz.
Oh, probably.
Fouls that ball back.
They always let it pitch.
My recollection, he said he worked the count at 3-2. He took what he said was an obvious ball and rung him up.
Ground ball to second base. On the first for the 3rd out. But Orange County puts up 6. In the top of the 8th. It's going to have 11-4 here in Sanford for the Cure All-Star High School baseball game. On the Varsity Sports Network, we will be right back to Sanford for the bottom of the 8th.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the court. It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicyouth.com.
Wait for something.
All right, back here in Sanford for the Cure High School All-Star Baseball game between Orange County and Seminole County. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Orange County leading 11-4 after putting up a 6 spot at the top of the 8th.
As we come back to get going again, it's funny because a lot of people that were wanting to put on this game, including VSN, FCSL, and the coaches, and we all were all talking and looking at Mother Nature and was it going to rain and this and that. This has turned into a nice, beautiful, overcast day, probably a little hot downstairs, but the baseball gods have stayed with us to hopefully finish this thing up in the next inning and a half, but we didn't think we were going to get this in yesterday at 2 o'clock. So
yeah, last night I was driving home from dinner in a monsoon.
Yes. Yeah, and so just added to the humidity level a little bit, but that's okay.
So new pitcher for Orange County, left-hander William Slinkard out of East River. Another Tim Tua Daytona State signee. He's got like 5 or 6 guys in this game.
That's the Tim Tuma Classic.
Tim Tuma Classic going to turn into.
I do, as we wrap up getting these final innings, want to recognize fly ball to center, go to a point, good play.
It's Griffin Period. Great play by Nico out there.
He acts like you know
center field.
Sure. But I want to recognize my buddies, Dan Schulman behind the plate, John Dowdy at first base, and Joel Glass at third base for coming out and donating their time today towards the game. And if, for those of you wondering why there's 3 colors of shirts, they're honoring kids with cancer. We're in the yellow. Of course, everybody knows the pink and blue at first and third. But when I asked these guys to help us out with the game, they stepped up. they stepped up very graciously and told him I wanted to do the first couple innings, and then Dan said he would finish it up. So one of the unique parts of this, besides the opening, but there's lots of people that care, and BSN stepped in, and lots of people stepped up today. So it's been a lot of fun here in the bottom of the 8th. Little backside single.
Drew Taylor with a base hit to right field. Another Lake Bentley player. Getting some time there.
And for those who are watching or everything, you understand too that the uniqueness of this game is the fact that Orange County and its private schools, we're looking at 25 plus schools. And Seminole County and its high schools plus its privates, you're looking at 9 or 10. So just kind of an interesting dynamic when building rosters and how many seniors and senior classes and different things. So these guys, these coaches, I know we've talked about it before, did a really good job, led by Tim Beeman and Andy Lyon and others, of finding these kids and so forth. So kind of a interesting dynamic there as we get late here in the later innings.
So Kyle Orosevich stepping in the plate from Seminole High School. With one out here in the bottom of the 8th, runner on first. Swings through that fastball from Slinkard, East River lefty. So it looks like we're going to try to get in 10 innings is the plan. See how that works out with pitching.
Now, if I understand correctly, hearing the guys here in the press box, the announcer's booth, and Stefano Foggi coming up and his staff and working with the coaches, there might be an arm or two from Seminole County that might supplement Orange County.
So 2-2 to Mirosevic. He's fouled that last pitch off to the right side. Slinker did the plate. Fouls one back, another one fouled back. Stays at 2s.
June and July for a college player. We mean a lot to them, and it will be a great experience for you. Go to FloridaLeague.com. Host families, thank you.
Yes, no left it. Want to make an announcement? More.
Breaker ball misses up, runs the count full.
Saving brother.
That ball misses down. Mirosevic draws a walk.
Hey, Kevin Lower, if you're missing something, please come up to the press box.
Going to bring up Noah Hill,
Up to the press box, please.
third baseman from Lake Mary Prep. Runners up first and second and one out.
16, Noah Hill. That looks like him. That looks like that shirt.
Slinker trying to lure a double play here. Misses up.
Make a fool of yourself now.
Getting fastball up. Missing the strike zone, running 2-0 now. Three to Noah Hill. A couple Lake Mary Prep kids in this lineup. Good to see them get the chance to play.
Yeah, that's great. I saw their AD, Justin Baratek, earlier today, and got to speak with him for a little bit, and he was excited to come support some of his kids.
So Hill draws a walk on 4 straight, and Mr. Beeman will be out to talk to his left-hander.
And Justin and I were talking about the Sunshine State Athletic Conference, which the Varsity Sports Network is a sponsor of, with some of their conference tournaments and stuff, the smaller schools across the state of Florida. It's a really neat concept that's growing. We got to broadcast a couple of their events here from the Sanford Memorial Stadium earlier this year, and that's going to be a product to grow to help that smaller school market that tends to get beat up with that, because of lack of depth and stuff. It was a nice, good event, and Justin with the Lake Mary Prep Griffins is a part of that in football, looking to possibly do more down the road.
We also did the beach volleyball finals.
That's
today.
Right. That's right.
And I'm sure we'll be, like you said, we're looking to try to have a game of the week maybe for them on Thursday for football. We did a Masters game, Masters Academy spring game.
Yeah, lots of opportunity there. We're excited about the fall. I'm glad you brought that up, a little back pick.
Nice throw by Parker there.
That open side, backhanded throw, just is a recipe to throw it. I'm going to say this again. This is one of the most beautiful places. And when that flag is blowing, these kids on the field on a day like this, not too much better. You might get a spring day, a little less overcast, but it's a beautiful place today.
It's a Flores hits the ball hard to right, just underneath the right fielder. We got 2 runs in. It looks like we're going to have 3, and Flores will be standing up at second. So Seminole County puts on a 3 spot there.
That's 2 or 3 runs. All 3 of them scored, didn't they?
Get the score back to 11-7, make it a little closer.
What would you give Mark? 1 RBI and then they threw up score in the air. Yeah, I think you were holding the guy out.
So still a 1 out. Runner, looks like Flores is at second.
Just got confirmation from Coach Mike McDaniel that we are going to go 10 innings today as of right now. So that's the uniqueness of the game, going a little longer and showcasing a few more arms. But
Jay Gorman, the shortstop, up right now. Looks like Barquette's running at second, so he jumped in there. Keep playing.
I would say he was probably chomping at the bit, just what?
I'm sure he was.
Come on now. I doubt he washes that uniform. This one might stay dirty for a while. Him and Max McCluskey are some from the same breed of that. This is dirt daubers. Right back at him.
Gorman fouls that one straight back. Runs the count to 0-2 now.
That wall, boy, I've seen so many wild pitches. Guys on third, they come flying in and out. And it bounced right back to the catcher. It flies off that wall.
Slinkered to the set. This is up and away there. 1-2 now.
Not often you got to check the catcher's vertical leap. What is it, 11-8?
11-7.
7, okay. I can't say that well. Yeah, I guess that is a 7.
Might have a Bull Durham reference there, but I'll... He's working hard, so it's not... Did he hit the bull?
He did not. I don't know. What do they call it? Well, what's that Seminole County thing they got running around there? Mascot. I don't even know what that is.
That was for the Cure.
Oh, that's the Cure mascot.
Little nerve settling in for the young.
So 3-2 now to Gorman. Marquette moved over to third on that last pass ball. And Gorman goes down swinging on a high fastball.
You throw 3 out of the zip code, and then you bring it back in. what do you call that? Effectively wild, Joe?
Effectively wild. So Sinker gets the strikeout there for the second out. He'll now face Carter Cook here.
I would be remiss
2 outs.
seeing Kenny Brown at third base and Jeff Perez at first, and I hope they get to re-see this broadcast or get to see the broadcast again on Varsity Sports Network. But they've been friends for a long time with Eric Intrican and many others. But this is my 28th year in high school baseball, and my very first game was Winter Park High School against Lyman High School. JV game, 1995, nothing, 20 years old, this and that. And there was a guy named Burgess McNamara, who's the head JV coach for Lyman. And then Teddy Craig was the head coach for Winter Park.
And I played with Teddy in college, played against him in high school at Seminole State.
We will put this story on hold because I do want to tell it when we come back next inning.
So Sinker gets a ground ball to short, gets out of that inning, but Seminole County puts 4 spot on there for the score 11-7 here. After 8, we are in Sanford for the Courier High School All-Star Baseball game here on the Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Sanford Memorial Stadium for the High School All-Star Classic going on right now. We are 3 late innings. It's 11-7. Orange County is leading. New pitcher for Seminole County is TJ Wayne out of Oviedo. Big right-hander.
Number 2, Alex.
Leading off for Orange County will be Alice Vasquez out of East River. TJ throws the slow bender in there for strike 1.
Got to give these pitchers credit because waiting their turn these 8th, 9th, 10th innings, and it's now, with it being an 11-7 ball game, they've turned into important innings. Nice play there at second base.
That's Kyle Mirosevic from Seminole. Makes a nice play on the line drive there. Vasquez goes down for the first out.
Continuing that story real quick about Kenny, as Ben Barrett comes up to the plate, about Kenny Brown from Seminole and Jeff Perez from Lake Mary. But their buddy, Burgess McNamara, was the JV coach just starting his coaching career at Lyman High School, and then got up into the varsity ranks, and they were all close, going to UCF and being around the area. And maybe, Joe, you can tell a little bit more, and knowing all those guys. But Burgess passed away a few years ago. And every time they get together, Seminole plays Lake Mary. It's kind of internally the Burgess McNamara Classic, and I always get a text message about that. And they do some special things to honor Burgess just internally, because he's just one of the good baseball dudes, and they haven't forgotten him. So I would be remiss not mentioning Burgess and seeing these guys on the field as part of this real core legend, this group of Seminole County coaches that continue great things for great kids at great schools.
Yeah, all those guys were actually roommates for a while, which is pretty scary.
Yes. Little big bender there.
Little big slice. Slurve over for strike 2, 3-2.
Something with a bend.
Fouls that one off to the right. 3-2 to Bear, 1 out. Little jam job there. Foul the back.
Just like I said earlier, the classic two-strike grinding at bats. That's what you get out of seniors. They don't want this to end either. So I think a few of these kids are realizing, hey, this now game is coming to.
Last time they put on a high school uniform for sure. So Bear draws the walk there on the breaking down the dirt.
This might turn into a 4-hour ball game.
That brings up Fabian Romero.
Be interesting what the rebroadcast is going to look like
from Olympia.
Number 5, Fabian Romero. Here we go, 6-4-3.
Fastball in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss. Evens it up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got some action down in the right in both bullpens, it looks like.
Yeah. It looks like the Orange County kids get, or that's the Seminole County kid you got to go into for Orange County because it's Orange County catcher. He's on the wrong side.
Yeah, and they're doing something.
Yeah.
Doing something. We said earlier that Isaac Sewell wasn't going to throw, but they had a couple extra arms here at Seminole, so you can do that.
Romero fouls that one off to the right. Stay alive. So we are here in the top of the 9th inning.
9th of 10, we think.
9th of 10. 11-7 Orange County. We've had 9 runs scored in the 8th inning. There's a excuse me bump back to the pitcher. TJ off the mound nicely.
A little PFP action.
Throws Romero out at first for the second out.
Something as we start kind of working towards the end of the game, I want to speak up for Varsity Sports Network as number 17 comes up to the plate.
Ryan Wilkerson. No, I'm sorry, that's Bryce Jones. I'm sorry, Bryce Jones, first baseman from Colonial.
But we are working, it never ends. As we get towards the summer, we're going to finish up here doing a couple things with FACA, being a sponsor with them. But as we get into July, take a little bit working towards June, but July and August, we're going to be doing our varsity media days around the state of Florida. Excited about it, highlighting high school football. With us having broadcasts on Thursday and Friday night starting in mid to late August. But we're going to be doing a media days, and look for that on all the social media channels and how you can get involved as a potential sponsor. As we highlight all the kids from the small schools to the large schools to the traditional rich schools. Varsity Sports Networks can grow from 1 last year to, I believe, 13 media days across the state, focusing on high school football as we get ready to have these kids back in school, as they're getting out of school, but back in school in August.
Yeah, there were big events. I went to the one in Atlanta last year, and it was an all day. Bird on the move to third, slides in there, and Joe Glass calls him safe. Tag might have been a little high.
I think he's having a little fun with the Seminole County dugout because he didn't look at his teammates. He looked over at the Seminole County dugout. Little fun ribbing because these kids know each other. And Big Ben sliding in the third there late.
So 1-2 to Bryce Jones here, trying to get a little insurance in. Oh, that was a bad swing.
Call spade a spade right there.
Great play by Hawes. Hold that one in. So
saved a run, got an out.
Jones goes down swinging for the third out.
Some attrition is setting in. Kids are a little tired. The heat's gotten to them. So see what we get in these next 9 outs.
All right, we're live from Sanford for the Varsity Sports Network. We'll be right back.
We're often asked, what's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? call us today for a second opinion.
All right, back in Sanford for the Cure High School All-Star Baseball Classic. Orange County versus Seminole County. New pitcher for Orange County, Logan Wirt from Dr. Phillips.
And Logan got that token PO pictures about it. I don't know if he snuck his way in
I don't know, he did.
Or with his rivalry with Mike McDaniel in a fun way. Mike patted him on the backside and said, "Go get you some hacks, young big fella."
Hunter Sandberg for Lake Howell at the plate. Quickly 1-1.
Just got notified that we might be finishing up here because we have some pending weather in the area. So we were saying 9, maybe 10, maybe 10, maybe 9. So we're going to have a little fun here the next 3 outs, Mr. Pletka.
Ball down to Sanders. Sandberg.
But I will say, and I know Mark got on here.
Ripped just foul down the right field line.
From this kind of inception, whatever you want to call it, when we went to a Orlando Touchdown Club meeting in the fall last year, meeting Mark Line for the first time, and to get here to May from concept.
Ball's hit
smoked
deep to right field over his head, off the warning track. Sandberg flying to second. Play's going to be, he'll slide in for a double.
Really neat to see this all come together. And we got some fans, some late fans in there. So the crowd has stayed around. Lots of moms and dads seeing this finish strong for these kids.
So Hunter Sandberg with a leadoff double. Going to bring up the catcher Spencer Halls from Lake Brantley. Yeah, I met with Mark before the pandemic when we just started doing their football game. I had lunch with him, and he's a great guy. So much for his community.
Oh, unbelievable. I want to have the activity level of him at 62, and he's 82.
He started right off top.
Breaking ball misses high. To Halls. Swings through that high fastball. 1-2's the count. 24 hits in this ball game so far. A lot of activity. Good baseball.
And it is confirmed this is the last half.
This will be our last half, so Seminole County see if they can scrape 4 runs.
Kenny Brown's got something up his sleeve. And Logan Wirt might have something different up his sleeve.
So Halls goes down swinging for the first out. That's going to bring up Connor Fosno.
Connor's still asking his buddies, what has he got? Still working. So a couple last at-bats for these kids.
Fastball on the outside third for strike one. Breaking ball misses high to Fosno from Wirt. Sandberg still in second for his leadoff double. That ball misses up and away a little bit, 2-1.
Nice to have the big fella here in the ninth. A little strategic.
It's a little closer. Not sure what his role was at.
He was one of their top two.
Was he?
Yeah, good for him to come out. They lost or actually won. Beat Olympia and then lost a heartbreaker to Windermere late.
So Wirt gets Fastenal swinging for the second out. That's going to bring up DeMoy Ford from Oviedo. Last chance for Seminole County. Keep it alive. Strike one.
So you're your end of the game read? You're your end of the game read.
Quickly 0-2 to 4. Wirt just throwing strikes out there. Filling it up. Staying alive, found that one off the right side in the parking lot.
What's the goal? I'll tell. Can you see it? 11, 14, 7, 10.
Ditto, same as last. Staying alive, battering.
Okay, you want me to do that? 11 or 14 hits?
14. Yes.
And how many errors? One error. It was 7.
And takes a breaking ball for strike 3. So that looks like that's going to do it. Here from Sanford for the Cure All-Star Baseball Classic. Orange County beats Seminole County 11-7 after 9 innings. For Adam Bates, I'm Jerry Plepka.
A lot of fun. Thank you, folks.
A lot of fun. Varsity Sports Network. Great event here in Sanford. We look forward to continuing next year with them. Check out our Florida high school football media days in the summer coming up. And we will see you
very soon.
Very soon in the summer.
Either this season or in the future.
What's more important in retirement, having a great plan or working with a great advisor? The answer is that both are vitally important to your retirement success. Retirement planning is not just a one and done. Even the best plans will need to be adjusted. That's exactly why you need an experienced partner to guide you on your journey. How confident are you? Call us today for a second opinion.
Good sportsmanship goes beyond the court. It starts with respect. Respect the game. The Orlando Magic are proud to support this season of middle school basketball. For more information on Orlando Magic youth initiatives, visit orlandomagicYouth.com.